Good afternoon, everybody. Today is October 29th, 2020. It's 3 o'clock p.m. and we're all here gathered together to sign a very important bill that is going to help a lot of families here on Kauai. I want to give a few thanks out there before we begin. I want to thank Councilmember Cooley and Chair Kanashiro for really taking the bull by the horns on a very important, oftentimes controversial matter, a matter that people are very passionate about. I want to thank my housing director, Adam Reversi, and his whole team. And I just want to thank the county clerks and the council members in general for the work that they did. And most importantly, I'd like to thank the community members out there that were a part of the process in coming together, getting good information over to our council members and to our administration, for putting a lot of work into getting Bill 2774, this is the fifth draft of it, over so that I can sign, seal, and deliver, and get people into homes. That's what this bill is all about. It is fine-tuning what we had as a housing policy. It's a pragmatic approach to getting housing built and getting local families under those roofs. As is any piece of legislation, there are many feelings about it. There are things in there that people have agreed upon. There are components on there that people feel could have been improved. But at the end of the day, I do want to thank our council members and the council for being able to navigate through and coming up what I feel is a great product that's gonna ultimately get more housing built and achieve our goal of providing more affordable housing. So, at this time, I want to turn it over to Councilmember Cooley, who put in a tremendous amount of work into this. So, without further ado, Councilmember Cooley, you can take it away.
Aloha, Mayor. Mahalo for this opportunity and for signing Bill 2774, Draft 5, into law. This could very likely be the most important bill our council has worked on in several years. And it wouldn't have been possible without your support, Mayor, or without the tireless effort of our housing director. Ordinance 860, which originally became law in 2007, was intended to incentivize developers to build mid-level affordable workforce housing units for middle-income folks. Sadly, we have not seen a single unit of this type developed in 13 years. This bill, updating the ordinance, has been long overdue, and there's been a lot of talk over the years, but this year we finally took action and we passed this bill. So today is a happy day and it's a hopeful day, and with these updates, developers will be able to pencil out multi-family apartment-style housing projects that will provide much-needed affordable workforce housing units, both for purchase and for rent in the not-too-distant future. And just before I close for now, I just want to say mahalo nui loa to Chair Kanashiro for his leadership and for co-sponsoring this bill. And of course to our housing director, Adam Reversi, for being our lead drafter and our lead explainer in all our different meetings with the council and with stakeholders. And of course, yes, I do want to thank all the stakeholders who participated. We worked on this bill for like over 8 months and took a lot of input from a lot of different folks out in our community, the different stakeholders. But lastly, I too want to thank our incredible council services staff, especially Aida Kawamura, for doing the work day in and day out. And thank you too again, Mayor, for making sure Chair and I could be part of the signing of this bill today. It's very significant and very important, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Mahalo nui loa.
Thank you. At this time, I'd love to be able to turn it over to Chair Kanashiro for a few words and remarks.
No, thank you. I just want to say this bill is a culmination of just a lot of people, a lot of input, a lot of hard work. And we're in a housing crisis now, and for the last over 10 years, probably everyone has talked about this housing crisis, and this is just one step in trying to resolve our housing crisis. It's just peeling one more layer back from that onion to try and provide housing for Kauai residents here at an affordable rate. This is just one small step. It's not going to solve our entire housing crisis, but it's actually a very big step because it helped improve the bill that just didn't work for the last 10 years, 13 years. So, I'm very proud of this bill. I'm very proud of everyone that worked hard. I just want to say thank you. Thank you to Adam Reversi, our housing director, for his hard work, his tenaciousness. Thank all the work groups and individuals that provided input on it. I mean, we met with a lot of work groups. We took a lot of input from people, and we had to sort through the information, and still end up making a hard decision, because ultimately not everyone is going to be happy with every single decision we make. Every single point in our bill, some people liked it and some people didn't, and I think we found a good medium, a happy medium that we thought was the best bill to help our housing right now. And so, I just want to say again, huge thank you to Adam, huge thank you to you, Mayor. Thank you to our council staff for all of their hard work, and again, Ida Kalamura in council services for all of her hard work. And to you too, Councilmember Cooley, for spearheading this and watching it go through. So just thank all of you for this bill.
Thank you. And last but not least, I'd like to turn it over to our housing director, Adam Reversi.
Thank you, Mayor, and Council Chair Kaneshiro, Committee Chair Cooley. I won't bore everyone with the details of the bill, but just to say broadly that I think this bill will go a long way towards removing some of the barriers that have precluded development from a developer's perspective, but also ensure that the affordable or workforce housing that is constructed under this new paradigm will truly serve the people that need it over the long term. And it was a pleasure working with both of you, Chair Kaneshiro and Kipukai, and Committee Chair Cooley on this bill. So I appreciate your help all along the way, and was thankful to be a part of the process.
All right, and with that being said, I want to echo all of the remarks that everyone has made. I want to thank our community for their contribution in helping to craft this legislation. As policymakers and as mayor, we need to create an atmosphere and environment for some of these developers of affordable housing to be able to succeed. And I'm confident that this piece of legislation will help provide some of the tools that are necessary to achieve what we all want to see, for our ability, for our children and for our grandchildren to be able to live and thrive here on Kauai as much as we have, and for future generations down the road. And with that being said, I feel tremendously honored to be able to sign this bill 2774 into law on this beautiful day in October. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it. You guys got a bill. Congratulations. And thank you folks very much. Have a safe and wonderful Halloween weekend, and just keep up the great work. I gotta say this, as I start to look county by county on the relationships between administrations and their legislative branches, as mayor, I couldn't ask for a better council. That doesn't mean that we have a council that's gonna agree with everything that we do. That's in fact, that's not something that I want, and that quite frankly could be very dangerous. But when we can have the ability to work, to agree, to disagree at times, and still be productive, like that's everything that a mayor could ask for. So I just want to thank you folks for being tremendous partners.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. All right, you guys have a good one.
Take care, everyone.
Too. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.